Okay, dudes, I'm going to do my very best to make this video short. I want to first use a real-world example from my brain, and that is, as I was doing these last few videos about inaction and not going for goals, I was thinking about my own inaction. That was been for a while to create adventure men's retreats overseas. And so in my mind, thinking about it, the picture in my brain was doing a men's retreat in Thailand, only 2 guys show up. The feeling I got in my chest is the restrictive feeling is embarrassment. And there's also another picture of me having to sell over the phone and people saying no, the fear of rejection, fear of failure, all that comes up. All these thoughts come in my brain. What my brain is trying to do is protect me from getting hurt, right? Now consciously, sort of consciously, my brain tries to logically say, well, if 2 people show up, you'll lose money and then you'll lose your freedom, and freedom is important to you, so it's not worth going for this goal. But what's really happening is I'm fucking scared of the feeling of embarrassment I had, feeling of guilt. Because I would be embarrassed if only 2 people showed up and I was meant to be 20, right? It's embarrassing. It's actually, that would be worse for me than if no one showed up, because I could pretend like it was amazing and no one would know, right? So it's the logical brain saying you're scared of losing money is fucking bullshit. I know I can make money again. What I'm really scared of is the feeling in my body, embarrassment. So I want you to consider this mind shift. Once you're taking responsibility for the feelings, as I said in the last video, the feeling for me in this situation is embarrassment or fear of rejection. Once you take responsibility for the feelings that are stopping you taking action, there's many ways you can clear it. If I'm working one-on-one with a client, I'll go back into their past and clear the emotion and where the belief came from and stuff. But you don't need to do that. You don't need to trawl through the past. I would consider taking on a different mindset. And I call myself an experience collector. On Instagram, I'm called a fun collector because experience collector was taken. And I like the phrase choose fun. And there's a point that comes from that. If I'm conscious about making a decision now, say I choose to go for this retreat, I have to consciously say the worst possible case scenario is 2 people show up and it's embarrassing, right? And if I was there, I would just have to deal with it. Maybe I'd lose some money, but if I was there, I could grumble and be a victim and say only 2 people showed up and give a shit retreat, or 2 people showed up. What are the benefits of this? I can learn from this. One, I can learn that my marketing was shit or my sailing was shit. I can improve that and learn. Maybe 2 people is better. I can give them a better retreat because there's 2 of them, or I can learn more from them because I can get better feedback from 2 rather than 10. I can choose. This is John DeMartini. This is the yin, my version of the yin and the yang. I can choose to see the bad, the dark, or the good. I will choose that. The Taoist philosophy of the yin and the yang is that there's good and bad in everything. You choose which one you focus on. As an experience collector, I'm going to go into experiences that could be really shit or painful, and I'll choose to take the growth from them. So in the moment right now, if there's restriction and I want the goal bad enough, I put myself in the worst possible situation and think, what could I learn from that? If I'm going to say, I'm a fucking idiot, I'm a loser for this, well, I don't learn much at all. If I say, well, there's 2 people, let's make this fucking amazing, and what can I grow from? I can make amazing things happen. So it comes down to this point here. In the moment right now, we are in every second making choices, and most of them are unconscious because we are trying to save brain power. If you just did this every second, asking the question, what's my intention right now? Why am I making this video? Why am I eating this food over another food? Sometimes if you're honest to yourself, saying I'm craving sugar, or I'm trying to avoid stress, or I'm going to work because I don't want to call the boss and say I quit, or I'm scared of telling my wife I've quit, or I'm scared of telling my friends I've got no job anymore. You get down to the roots of everything and you become aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it. Intention is very powerful. So be conscious of why you're making choices. Put yourself in the worst possible situation and it will open up the world for the best. If you're an experience collector, nothing is bad. It could be painful, but you'll grow from it, you'll learn from it. So the mind shift is this: become an experience collector. If you're restricted in taking action, take responsibility for the feeling that's holding you back, because the feelings rule everything we do. And then rather than be grateful for the fact that it's trying to help you and protect you, stop you getting hurt, and then consider the worst that could happen and say, can I handle that? And if the answer is yes, go find an experience and make it happen.